Welcome to Fan for Racing Radio. I'm Fan for Racing Sharon, and joining me today is Sal Segala. Welcome to the show, Sal.
Oh, good afternoon. Thank you, Sharon.
And we are going to be doing the NASCAR Truck Series race from Talladega Superspeedway. So definitely looking forward to that. Sal, did you watch the race?
Yeah, I watched a little bit of it. I watched the end of it, which is all I could watch. We were busy, but it was a good race.
This Talladega race for the Truck Series really shook up the points a little bit. Some of the people that were on top of the cut line are now below the cut line after the Talladega race, Sal.
Yeah, they are. I mean, when you get a new winner, and then especially Talladega, you just don't know what you're going to get.
Yeah, that's the truth. That's why they call it the wild card. It was Gio Ruggiero that played the spoiler at Talladega, capturing his career first win. As a rookie, Gio Ruggiero capped off a typical dramatic afternoon of racing at Talladega Superspeedway's high banks by winning his first trip to victory lane. The 20-year-old victory put him in first place for the Love's RV Stop 225 Truck Series race at Talladega. It was the very first of his career. He started from the pole. He led 35 of the extended 90 laps and won stage 2 en route to his victory. He was pushed across the line to win by his teammate, Corey Heim. Now, Ty Majeski suffered damage and an incident in the opening laps. He recovered to finish third, and Dawson Sutton tallied a career best finish of fourth place. Lane Riggs started in the back of the field, and he was also involved in two separate incidents and rallied to finish fifth. Then it was Tyler Ankrum, Matt Crafton, Corey LaJoie, and Raja Carruth who won the opening stage. Caden Honeycutt rounds out the top 10 finishers. Playoff drivers Grant Enfinger and Daniel Hemrick failed to finish the race after being involved in incidents on lap 3 and lap 52, respectively. They now sit 7th and 8th in the round of playoff standings. There were 17 lead changes among 11 drivers, 7 cautions for 29 yellow flag laps, and the average speed of the race was 119.253 miles per hour. Now, the fastest lap of the race went to the number 99 of Ben Rhodes on lap 90 at 49.783. The margin of victory was 0.059 thousandths of a second. So it was a pretty amazing close finish. The race actually lasted 2 hours and 27 seconds. And Sal, I want to get your thoughts about our top 10 and playoff drivers here.
Yeah, Gio finally got the win he's been seeking. Congrats to Tricon for going 1-2 in the finish with Gio and Corey Heim pushing Gio over the line to win the race. He was also the highest finishing rookie. And then Dawson Sutton continues to have some strong runs for Rackley Roof, and he finished fourth. He was another rookie. Like you said, Ty Majeski had some issues early on, was able to overcome them to finish third, and got Matt Crafton in seventh. And Caden Honeycutt also was another one, had a good finish. But Raja Carruth was up there for majority of the race too, battling for the win, and ended up getting shuffled back into ninth. Other than that, Lane Riggs was another one that had issues. They brought him down a few times to victory lane to fix his truck, and then to get that fifth place finish was really huge for that team.
Yeah, a couple of these guys who ran into problems really rallied back into that top 10 for sure. You want to cover the other rookies?
Yeah, I guess the other rookies are Connor Mozak, 14th, Andres Perez de Lara, 17th, Frankie Muniz, who came back from an injury to race this race, finished 20th, and Tony Breidinger and the other Tricon finished 33rd.
And Frankie Munoz has already said he's wanting to race again in 2026.
Yeah, so he'll be back next year.
Yes, indeed. All right, we talked about the accident that Grant Infinger had on lap 3. That put him in 36th spot. Caleb Costner had an electrical issue that took him out of the race on lap 43. Daniel Hemrick was the lap 52 accident that took him out. Tony Breidinger had a suspension issue on lap 54 that ended her day. Norm Benning, that fire was amazing. I was so glad he was able to get out of there. They had that engine fire on lap 55 that took him out of the race. And then it was a drive shaft issue for Bailey Curry on lap 68. And Jason White also had an electrical issue that took him out of the race on lap 83. Everybody else finished a lap or more down. There were 23 drivers who finished all 90 laps of the race. And like I say, the rest of the drivers finished a lap or more down. Quite a few mechanical problems, and then those 2 accidents this week. So
Either way, like I said, a couple of them, were able to, bounce back and get some good finishes out of them, leading to Martinsville, which would be the last race before they get to Phoenix for the championship.
That's right. It'll be the elimination race. The 4 drivers below the cut line after Martinsville will be eliminated. But let's take a look at the points where they stand now before that Martinsville race.
So Corey Heim is leading the points. He has the 1 win, so he's already in the round of 8. So he's racing for a championship. Raja Karuth is sitting in second. Tyler Akram in third. Caden Honeycutt in fourth. And outside of the championship 4 is Ty Majeski, Lane Riggs, Daniel Hemrick, and Grant Infinger. Lane Riggs, actually, Raja Karuth, Tyler Ankrum, Caden Honeycutt, Ty Majeski, Lane Riggs. It's going to be interesting to see what happens, because either one of them could go up and down and end up in the final 4. Looks like Daniel Hemrick and Grant Infinger are the only 2 that are in a must-win situation right now.
Yeah, they're over 100 points below, away from the leaders, so they've got a big hole to climb out of. And I think they're probably going to need wins. Lane, like you said, it's really between, the 2nd position through the 6th position.
Yeah.
Over who is going to, how that's going to jockey around after Martinsville. Do you have any predictions you want to make?
Yeah, I have no predictions on. I like to see Caden Honeycutt. He's been consistent. He's had some good luck during the playoff chase.
Yeah.
And I like to see Lane Riggs also get in there and make it.
Yeah, Lane Riggs has had a really good season. He's got those 3 race wins, 7 stage wins, and 32 playoff points. They're not really helping him at this point, but if he can turn that around at Martinsville, I think he can put himself into the playoff 4 or the last 4.
Oh, yeah, that's for sure. He can.
Okay, but you're right. Caden Honeycutt is also a very good short track, as is Ty Majeski. It's going to be interesting to see how this plays out, because you've got a lot of short track racers in this group.
Yes. Will be interesting.
It is going to be interesting. So with that, do watch for more coming soon from Fan for Racing Radio. We're doing the reviews of the racing at Talladega. Later on tonight at 10 o'clock Eastern time, we'll be doing our Hot Topic Sound Off with Chris and Jay and discussing the hottest topics from the weekend of racing. And then we will go into our previews for Martinsville later on this week with Jay. On Friday, Taz and I will do the fantasy report for Martinsville and the NASCAR Cup Series. So then we'll be right back here on Monday to kind of rinse and repeat and do it all over again. Sal?
Yes, we will. So make sure and stay glued to the TV set this weekend and see how it works out. See who's going to Phoenix. And I know for mine, I just want to say thanks for listening in, and Sharon will close us out, and we'll be seeing you in the next video.
Absolutely. So thank you, everybody, for tuning in. We do appreciate each and every one of you for taking time to hear what we have to say. We hope you find the information helpful and useful to you. And we enjoy doing this, so we hope you enjoy it as much as we enjoy doing it. Take care, everybody.